Hiya, it's Kerry from Mobilates and I'm here for 30 minutes to get you moving. I think we need it today. It's a little bit chilly and we're going to be moving standing or sitting, could be on the edge of your bed, and then we're going to be lying down in the sort of second half, and you could be lying down. I'm going to be on my mat on the floor, but that could also be on your bed. You can do it on a sofa, but if we do anything moving outwards, you don't have much space, so a bed's probably easiest, or the floor, and you can take your time getting down there. There's no hurry. You know, we've got all the time we need. Let's get started though, because it is chilly today. Right, we're going to start with a little shaking and think, what is your energy like today? Is it really low? Go really gentle, almost wavy, a little bit of movement. Is it moderate? You might feel like shaking a little bit of everything, moving a little bit of everything. Is it quite high? You've got energy, you want to get out of your system a little bit. You feel quite lively. You might be a little bounce into it. So anything goes with this. It's just a way of getting the body a bit warmer and calming the body at the same time, which sounds a bit odd because we're moving, but this sort of tells the body that everything's okay, feeling okay. You're going to work at a level that's all right for you. So if something hurts, take it really gently. Who we got coming in today? Hello, Irene, first in today. I don't know if you listen to Vernon on Radio 2, but he always has a little shout out for the first one in, giving a mention on the programme. So Irene, you're the first one in today. Anybody else here today? Give me a little comment. And if you're moving around and you're not commenting, you might want to shut your eyes, and then you don't feel quite so self-conscious when you're doing these movements, because it does look quite funny. It might be making you breathe a little bit more, a bit of a deeper breath, that's okay. And then starting to slow it down. Slow it down. Open your eyes and just let that movement gently steady itself out. Who's that? I'm just creeping forwards. Hello, G. Lovely to have you here. And then we're bringing our feet to parallel, and I'm just looking down and imagining, could I fit a paperback book between my feet? It's the same standing or sitting. When you've got that position, grow tall and just find a bit of steadiness after that movement. Check that you're still breathing. You can take a breath in through your nose and a slow breath out through your mouth. Feel your belly just pulling back a little. Another in through your nose. And a slow out through your mouth. We're going to take a hand to the belly and a hand to the back. If you're in the chair, shuffle forward slightly. If you're on the bed, you're fine. You'll get your hand around somewhere around the back. Right. On that breath out, just makes us stand a little taller. We're just going to stick our bottoms out. You can see my hands just coming out a little bit. And then tuck our bottom under. You're really making this longer. You can see the shape changes. If I swap my hands the other way around, that's it. You can see the line changes. I've got a little arch here, and then that disappears. Now this is going to vary. Everyone's spine is a different shape. But just feel what it's like for you. I can feel it mainly on my belly. I can feel the movement change, because when my belly goes forwards, it's rounder, and when it pulls back, it's flatter. That's it. And then let's take it round in a circle. That's it. And then we're going to take it the other way round and then grow tall. And then in this position, turning the head. Shoulders stay exactly where they are. It's just the head and the neck turning one way and then the other. Back to the center. And then we're going to look up and look down. Good way to do this is to concentrate on the tip of your nose, as if you're drawing a line up and a line down. Up and down. And it could be little, or it might be bigger. And the next time we come down, and your chin's just hovering above your collarbone, roll to one side. and roll to the other. And keep that rolling going and check again that you're not holding your breath. And that's still happening, still breathing. That's it. And roll back to the center, roll your head up. We're going to hunch the shoulders forwards. It's an easy one. Most of us are really super good at this. You might find your head bows down. And then taking them back, a little squeeze at the back, like you're trying to squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades. A little hunch forwards. Squeeze at the back. Hunch forwards. And a squeeze at the back. One more. Hunch forwards. And a squeeze at the back. And then alternate shoulder rolls. Let the rest of your body move a little. So you'll get a little bit of a turn at the waist. Your head and neck go with your body. That's it. Treated myself and put the heating on for this class. It was too cold to do without today. I think that's the first time I've needed to do that. Now I'm in Devon and we don't get as cold, thankfully. I'm not a fan of the cold. But definitely wanted a bit of extra heat on today. Come back to the front and let's do a shrug. Shoulders up towards your ears, breath in. And breathe out, take them down. Breathe in, take them up, last one. Breathe out, take them down. And now down to your feet. Let's look at them. We're going to put our feet in a V shape. You can't see my shape of feet because the banner's over the top, but they're in a shape like that. So my big toe is where my thumbs are and the other toes are going out with, think penguin. Now, if you're standing, your legs come closer together and I want you to just squeeze them together. Your bottom will be super tight. If you're sitting, your knees have to go apart, but you can keep that bottom squeezed. And just that in itself, you can feel there's a bit of work going on there. And then we're going to take our heels up and down. Arms go anywhere that feels good. If you're standing, they're probably going to want to go out to the side. If you're sitting, they might want to be up here on your chest. That's it. Trying to keep your legs as together as they can. Just squeeze your bottom. That will do the trick. And heels up and down. Up and down. As you go up, the heels naturally go a little bit apart. You're just trying to keep them as close as you can to each other. Let's go one more. And then take your feet to parallel. We're going to side bend down one side, come up tall in between, down the other side, come up tall. If you've got osteoporosis, keep your side bend fairly small. You don't need a big bend. Just a little one, like you're just reaching down for something. If you're okay to go a little bit further and your back's all right, take it a little bit further. That's it. Now we're going to reach one arm out, like you're trying to reach towards somebody. You could even turn your palm up and then bring it back. Side bend over, reach the arm out. There we go. Just a slightly bigger stretch. One more each side. And then something with a bit of flow. So we're just going to let the arms swing. If you're sitting, take your legs a little wider. Now this might be enough if you're low energy today, but if you've got a little bit more, you might want a little bounce in your knees or a little hinge forwards and backwards when you're sitting. And then if you've got more energy, you can make that bigger. You might bring your arms up in the air, have a little back bend, and then down and up, and the momentum starts to work with you. And let your breath deepen, hopefully a bit warmer as well. Couple more of these. And then just take a moment, get your breath back, and we're going into a balance. So if you're standing and you're balancing, we're going to take 1 foot forward. So I'm just coming to the back. You could use something like a chair next to you. I'm taking 1 foot forward. So it's a straight leg. So if you can't lift your leg, keep it on the floor on that toe forwards. If you're sitting, come to the edge of your chair, on your edge of your bed, Stretch that leg forwards. And then we're going to turn so that it's like you're trying to show the inseam of your leg and the inner part of your foot. And then see if you can lift it up a little bit. The arms can come out. You could touch something if you need a bit of balance. And we're just going to hold it. You're supporting the weight of your leg on this one. If you're sitting, you won't need to lift your leg very high. It's harder sitting. Keep that feeling of growing tall. And then take it down. Give everything a little wiggle. Your feet might want a little wiggle because they can go a bit crampy in that position. We're going to go again. Oh, who have we got there? Oh, I know. Jean, I don't know about the banner. I can't control that. But if anyone can take the banner away from my feet, I'm trying to go as far back as I can so you can see. I'll do it to the side. How about that? So foot forward. And then I'm turning my foot. Now, you can't see, but I'm showing you my seam here, like the inside leg seam. And when I look down, my feet, it's like a ballet sort of look. And then see if you can lift your leg up and hold your balance. And if I was sitting, it would look, it's almost the same, really. You can see that foot's not quite as high. It feels heavier, the leg, this way. Sitting tall, though. But even if it's just touching the floor, still good. And then come upwards. Give everything a little wiggle. Bum a little wiggle. Foot a little wiggle. And then we're coming to, let me just check where we're going next. Oh, yes. Something a bit flowy again. So let's have a little turn around at the waist. Nice and floaty. I like to think of swishy arms. That's it. And you can turn around a little more. And come back to the centre. You want wider legs for this next one. Wider legs sitting, wider legs standing. And we're just going to take the bottom back like you're just pushing a door closed and your arms forwards. That's it. If you are sitting, if I show you from the side, you can do it with your arms like this. Or you can do it with your arms at your chest and just hinge forwards. And just imagine that that bottom is just about to shut a drawer. That's it. And now you can take this lower if you're happy to. So this is bending at your knees. That's it. And taking it further down. Now it might be, if I go back, you'll see my knees, might be just a little bend, like you're pushing a drawer that's just a little bit below your bottom. You're pushing it that way. Or it might be you're going low and that draw's much lower down and you're just going to catch it as you bend down and take your arms forwards. Let's go slow as we go down. And then push up. And slow as we go down. And push up. One more, slow as we go down. Ooh, I'm holding it. Are you holding it? Push up. Oh, give everything a little shake out. Right, let's do something for our hands. Give them a little clasp. So it could be like this or it could be like that. We're going to push them out in front of us, palms outwards, and then take them up. You can even look at them and then out to the sides. Let's go again with that. Pushing them forwards, and you can stack them one on top of the other if they don't interlock. Take them up, have a look. You'll feel a little bit of a back bend going on. Out to the side, give your fingers a wiggle. And let's do another. Pushing out. Up. Out to the side, wiggle your fingers. And then we're going to take them behind our backs. And let's take them up and down. So again, you can interlock. And we're just bending at the elbows and letting them come up and down. Or you can stack. And they might be here, just grazing your low back and your bottom. It might be able to go a little further away from your body. You might be able to lift them up a little bit. Can be a really stiff area, so don't go hard on yourself if it's not working. Just keep them close and just see what you can get. And then let's go back to that first one just for a little reset. Turning your palms forwards, up, round, and we're going to take it down to the mat with some roll downs. So you could be doing a bit like we did that squat or that hip hinge before. You send your bottom back. Pause there, rest your hands on your thighs, and then you're just rolling your bottom under, round your back, and come to standing or sitting. So you could do some of those. You could also, if your back is a happy back and feeling comfortable, no osteoporosis, you could roll down a traditional sort of roll down for Pilates. So chin is over chest, and you just start to look down the body, and it's like your head is just going to roll as close as it can down your body. Soften your knees as much as you want to. And here might be as far as you want to go. Let your head have a dangle. I think my hair's going. Let your arms have a dangle. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, using a bit of power on the belly there to bring you back up. Have a shoulder roll. And we'll go for one more time. You might go a little bit lower. Breath in. Breath out. Let's roll down. Or you might be doing those hinged ones. You might go a little lower. Have a hang there if it feels nice. Nod your head. Maybe giving your shoulders a little stir. Breath in. Breath out. Up we come. Right, we're going to make it down to the floor. I hope you're going to be able to see me the best you can through the banner. I'm going to move the angle. You can see I'm going to move it right across, so we're sort of above the banner. You take your time getting down there. I'm going to get myself back into camera. There we go. You might want a cushion under your head, especially at the start, just to get yourself super comfortable. I think you can see me all there a little bit better. You wouldn't know from all this brightness here how dark it is outside. There's a lot of lights. Right. So let's come to lying down on our backs. On your bed. If you're on your bed, take the duvet off, so you're just on the sheet of your mattress, be a bit firmer. You've got your legs bent and your feet on the bed or the floor, and your legs are just a comfortable distance. See my hands on the low belly, so we're going to feel a little bit here. And just whilst you're here, let's push on our legs and just feel your head. Oh yeah, I can feel that, the back of your neck lengthening. And then turn your head one way and turn it the other. One more time, turn it one way and turn it the other. And then back to the center. We're going to take a breath into the belly. And as you breathe out, feel the belly under your hands. Just go inwards a little bit. You can feel the muscles just pulling inwards. The belly tends to stay there because we've got fat on top of all the muscles. But you feel the muscles have that little drawback. Let me just bring my clock down as well, so you can see what's going on. Let's do another one like that. So hands on your low belly. Spread out and just resting on there. Breathe into them and feel that swell as your diaphragm moves down a little and your lungs fill. And then as you breathe out, feel that deflation, that sense of drawing back. One more like this. It's a nice calming one to do. This one tells the body that everything's fine. Breath in. Slow breath out. Oh, I can see our banner has gone. Right, now, slightly different. I want you to imagine that under here, this low bit of back, where the waistband of your top is underneath all the layers. So the waistband of your trousers. Right, think about that bit there. Give it a little touch. Now roll back to where you were. And imagine that you've put something round and juicy like a tomato or a ripe cherry or a strawberry, something that can be easily squashed. Take a breath in. It's right under there right now. As you breathe out, squash that fruit, that tomato, that strawberry, that cherry with your lower back as you breathe out. And you feel your back sort of dips down. Breathe in, let it pop up. Imagine we've put another one there. Breathe out, let it dip down. Flatten, that's it. Breathe in, let it pop up. One more strawberry, raspberry, whatever juicy thing you put there. Breathe out. Sink your waistband down and squash it. And then let it bounce up again. Now we're going to breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the back where it is, not sinking down, not squashing anything, but take one leg up to tabletop. That's 90 degrees in an L shape. That's it. And just hold it there. Aim is to keep all this super still. Arms can come down by your side. Take the leg down nice and slow. Breath in. Other leg's going up 90 degrees. Let it really float up. Hold it still. Take it down. Next one's different. Just check. No tension in the shoulders. Trying to keep those nice and calm. Breath in. Take one leg up to 90 degrees. Extend your leg. So it might look like mine, but it can go in a different place. It might go up here. It might go down there. But just extend it and the foot as well, just so everything's super long. Bring it back to 90 degrees. Take it down. Next leg, breath in. Breathing out, up it comes to 90 degrees and extend it. So I'm going to go low this time. You can take a breath in and bring it back to 90 degrees. Take it down. Breath in, other leg up to 90 degrees. Extend. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Bring that leg back into 90 degrees. Take it down. Take the arms down. We're asking more of this area. Breath in. Breath out. Up goes the leg to 90 degrees. Extend it and take your arms up towards the ceiling. Oh, I'm going to go super low this time. Bring it back to 90 degrees. Take it down. So each time I'm just trying to find a slightly different place for my leg. So I'm going to go high this one. Arms are always just going straight up. And then back to that 90. Everything down. Let's go one more. Back to 90. Take it down. Slightly different. Take one leg up to 90. Float your arms long and straight like you're reaching away to the opposite skirting board or wall. And hold that there. And then try taking the arms up and down, keeping them still. So it's not the hands like that. It's the hands and the arms. And they're really stiff and straight, energized. That's it. And just breathing anytime you want to. And then hover the arms. Take the leg down. Take the other leg up. I know I'm working hard. The arms are still up. Oh. And we'll just have them moving up and down. It's about 6 inches or so. 15 centimeters, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. But they're hovering. They're not going down. Take that leg down. Next option, keeping the arms up. One leg. And the other leg. Now, if this starts to irritate your back, take a leg down. But if it's okay, just hold it. And for a break, take your arms up to the ceiling. And then take them down. Palms, arms hovering over the floor. Up to the ceiling. And take them down. One more up to the ceiling. And take them down. And step your legs down. And down. Oh, the arms down on the floor. That's one of those where it looks easy, but it's much harder than it looks. Let your legs have a little sway. Your arms are just having a little flop out to the side. That's it. And then stretch your legs super long. Bring your toes up towards your nose, your arms downwards. They could be really close or a little bit wider, just reaching those fingers downwards. Push your heels away and then turn your head again. Keep those arms reaching downwards. Bring the legs back. We're rolling over onto our fronts. I'm just going to change the camera angle because, thank you, the banner has all sorted. That's it. Now you might want your cushion for this next bit, and I'll show you the different places you might want to put it. We're going to have our hands here and our head against our hands, but you might want your cushion there and your hands either side of your cushion. Or if your low back gets really tight, you might want this right under here, just to sort of even things out. I'm not going to use a cushion. I'm happy without it. So for this one, resting your forehead on your hands, elbows out to the sides, and just give your shoulders a bit of a roll. We don't want them to be too tense. Your legs are reaching away. They could be wide, they could be together, or somewhere in between, but they're not floppy. They're reaching away. So it's long feet, long legs, and if you touch them, they feel firm. They feel like they're working. Right, forehead is on your hands, and the important thing with this one is to keep your gaze, keep your eyes looking down at your floor, your mat, or your bed, rather than doing that and letting your head roll back. So just keeping your eyes down on the lovely view of your mat or bed. Breath in. As you breathe out, lift just your head and chest up. Try not to press too much into your arms. You're not coming up very high. And you might be looking down at your mat or your hands and then take it down. You might feel that you want to squeeze your bottom a little bit, and you can do. It's probably going to feel like it's gently squeezed rather than you're holding on to like a £50 note. And we're going up and down a couple more times. And on the next one, see if you can take the top hand with your head. That's it. And it does feel a bit harder, so if it's too much, keep the hands down. But if you can take that hand and arm up, take it up, and then we're going to swap the hands over and bring your head and the other arm and hand up. Keep those legs long and lengthened, and if you feel like you need to squeeze your bottom more, even tuck it under slightly, you can do. Last one. And then let your bottom go all nice and jiggly and give it a wiggle from side to side. Now, the head's having a rest. So I wouldn't turn it on one side because it's not the nicest sort of sensation for the neck. It's quite forced. Keep it looking downwards, but you could use a cushion here for this one. But we're going to work the legs a little bit. So I'm going to bring mine a little bit closer together because it's going to be more comfortable. We're going to lift them like that. So see what works for you. Again, lengthened legs. I can feel that I want to sort of squeeze my bum and just flatten this area out. It feels nicer for me. So if you've got any tightness in your back, you might want to do that. Relaxing the top half, breath in. As you breathe out, lengthen one leg like you're reaching it, making it longer, and then lift it and take it down. Breath in. And as you breathe out, lengthen the other leg and lift it. It's not going very high, and take it down. Go one more each side. Breath in. Lengthen and lift. And the next leg. Breath in, breathe out, lengthen and lift. And now the sort of finale. Bring your legs as close as you can together and squeeze them together. Just squeezing almost lifts them up. Breath in. Breath out, lengthen both legs, squeeze and bring them both up. Take them down. Breath in. Breath out, bring them up. Take them down, breath in. Breath out, bring them up. Bring your head up. Arms are still down. And then take everything down, let everything go floppy and wiggle your bottom from side to side. That's like your reward at the end. Just ease everything off. So we've done the very hardest bit. We're on the downhill slope. So to ease this out now, either if you're happy on your hands and knees, push yourself back and just rock forwards and backwards like that. Or roll yourself onto your back and just take your knees forwards and backwards, or even rolling around, whatever feels the nicest. I'm going to stick on the hands and knees and just keep it moving so you don't feel the pressure too much in one place anywhere. That's it. And then if you've got your knees into your chest and lying on your back, hug them in. And if you're on your hands and knees, take your bottom back towards your heels. And just hold it there for a few breaths. So you've got your knees into your chest, either face down on the floor or on your back. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, just trying to bring your knees a little further or sinking your bottom down more towards your feet. And then bring yourself to sitting. And sitting either on the edge of your bed or on the edge of your chair. And then just like we were doing before, interlock the fingers. Push them forwards. Remember, your hands can be stacked like that instead. So push forwards, pull your belly and back backwards. It's like the back of your top going towards the other wall. Bit like when we were squashing the fruit. And then bring it forwards, hands behind you, push away a little, push your chest up. Let's do that again. Push forwards, pull back, hands behind, push your chest up. Bring your feet together or towards each other. Same if you're sitting, you just have your legs looking longer because they're not so close. And let your legs just flap a little. That's just your knees opening outwards just a little. And then back to sitting comfortably. Reach an arm like you're dusting a table and clearing everything off it. And then the other arm, reach, clear everything off that table. Same, the other arm. We're going to do one more. And then take your arms out to the sides. Scoop up the air and take a breath in. Our half hour is done. Breathe out. Bring your hands into your chest. Give yourselves a clap. I hope you could work everything out. I'm sure you did. You're all working very hard at this, and a lot of you are regulars. You're here a lot. If it's your first time, let me know. I'm going to check these comments out in a second. Say hello to you all. Thank you, Irene. Thank you, Jean. And thank you, anybody else who was here today. I hope you feel a little bit better for a bit of movement. I'll see you next week. Bye.